I'm not in the same page as you are.
What I mean you're not on the same page?
I don't feel ready to have a baby.
You know what? I can't think of a better place to have such an important conversation than during a party in Miami with a spectator watching on awkwardly. Jasmine, in all of her wisdom, has decided that now is the perfect time to crush her husband's hopes of one day starting his own family. And the news hasn't gone down too well.
I'm going to bed. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore.
Remember, we've been told that one of the main reasons Gino's last marriage ended was because he and his ex-wife couldn't have kids. So has Jasmine's latest revelation now pushed him too far? Well, before we dive into that, let's go back to the start. So the last time we saw the pair, they'd just arrived in Miami to meet up with Jasmine's old friend, Leandro. Now, Leandro could immediately sense that Jasmine was under a lot of stress. So his way of trying to cheer her up was interesting. It was to enroll her in a beauty pageant preparation training class.
I'm scared because I don't look at myself as a beautiful woman. I have always struggled with my body image.
And come on, you know you're very beautiful.
Now, Jasmine's body dysmorphia, her lack of confidence, has been regularly talked about. I don't think it's big news to say that it's the backbone for a lot of issues between Gino and Jasmine. Like, there's so much of her behaviour that can be traced back to her insecurities. You don't exactly need to be Sherlock Holmes to realise all of her surgeries, her cosmetic procedures, stem from a massive lack of self-esteem, huge insecurities about herself. In fact, you can even go as far as to say the reason she's with Gino is because she's insecure. And while Jasmine has come a long way lately, while she has got better, I think it's safe to say there's still some way to go.
If you have eyes for any other woman, I take them out.
I only have eyes for you, don't worry.
You don't want to lose them.
Now, the fact that they can laugh about this shows that Jasmine has made big steps. But underneath the fret, I think there is a very real element of truth to what she's saying. Jasmine's jealousy stems from her abandonment issues. She feels like she's not good enough, so the people in her life, the people that she loves, will leave her. And when you add to the mix the fact that she also struggles with her beauty, her physical appearance, you can definitely appreciate why going to this beauty pageant training class is a very big deal for her.
I struggle with alopecia, which is hair loss. And just by looking at your hair, all of you girls, like, it's so perfect and amazing.
Cast your minds back to how Jasmine looked when she first appeared on our screens. Yeah, she looked very different in her first season, and it's plain for all to see just how much cosmetic surgery, how many procedures she's had done. Like, it's sad. She's searching for this unattainable beauty standard. She's chasing something that she'll never achieve. At least, she's not going to achieve it through surgery. What she needs is to be at peace internally with herself. But lately, that's been very difficult, especially with all the guilt that she feels for leaving her kids behind. She's been in a really dark place of late.
I wanted to shave it like a few days ago,
no,
actually.
don't do that.
No, I was so close to do it.
Jasmine, your alopecia is something that you should not worry about, not one bit.
That feels like a cry for help from Jasmine, doesn't it? It gives me serious Britney meltdown vibes. Now, don't get me wrong, of course, while long hair isn't by any means the be-all and end-all of femininity, of beauty, her hair is clearly a very important thing for Jasmine. She classes it as being a very important factor of beauty. Like, don't forget, this is a lady who used to spend thousands of Gino's dollars on long hair extensions. So, while having the confidence now to loudly and proudly tell the world that she has alopecia is confidence, it is a step in the right direction, we can all see that it does still play on her mind. It does still leave her feeling lesser.
Don't let it define you, and don't let it stop you from anything.
That was
beautiful.
beautiful.
Thank you, Miss Beauty Pageant Lady. You're absolutely right. That is what Jasmine's here for. She needs to learn to love herself, yes, but that message is so much more powerful when delivered by the beautiful ladies around her. I think that female support network is something that Jasmine's been lacking of late. Keep in mind, Jasmine comes from a family of women. She has 2 sisters that she's very close to. She has a strong female support network in Panama. So I think not having that here in the States, not having many female friends, at least not that we've seen, might be contributing to her homesickness. Might also be a factor to why she's feeling so low at the moment.
All these words mean a lot to me. I really mean it. Thank you so much. You're amazing, gorgeous woman. I was really needing that in my life.
I was really needing that in my life, she says. It's an admission that she doesn't have the friends who'll do that for her back in Michigan. Like, who does she have? She's got Gino and she's got Michelle, and that's not a slight on either of them, but she clearly feels like she's lacking sisterhood. Her words, sisterhood. And it's amazing what some positive affirmation, some words of encouragement, some friendship can do for confidence. Just look at her strut her stuff. She looks like a natural.
I don't know how it took me 37 years to get into these beauty pageants.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling that Jasmine hasn't done this before. She seems so pageanty, doesn't she? Now, Jasmine leaves the class glowing. She seems like a new person. I don't know about you, but I think the world would be a better place if we could all go to a class once a week and have 10 people telling us how great we are, how beautiful we are. Someone please make that business. You'll be a billionaire in no time. And as we join Jasmine later on that evening, she excitedly brings Leandro up to speed on how her day went.
Yo me sentía como que al principio me sentía intimidada.
Ajá.
Porque yo decía, verga, yo no pertenezco aquí. ¿Qué hago yo aquí? O sea, yo como que la desubicada.
Jasmine starts by telling Leandro how out of place she initially felt, but she goes on to tell him how much she enjoyed her day, how beneficial it was for her, and clearly sensing how much good it's already done her. Leandro wants to know whether she'll continue with it. Will she participate in the actual beauty pageant competition? Well, she seems pretty keen, but then her insecurity takes over. Rather than definitively saying yes, she throws the question over to Gino, and he isn't sure.
I absolutely think this pageant would be great for you. Help your self-confidence and everything. But it's just that we're trying to get pregnant, right?
Gino's heart is in the right place. The guy was literally crying when Jasmine was talking about her self-esteem issues during the pageant class. He's the one that has to live with it, suffer the consequences of it day in, day out. And I really do think that he wants to help her get over them. But he also desperately wants a child. That hope that Jasmine will get pregnant soon means he's actually hoping she won't be able to compete.
I haven't told Gino that I don't want to have a baby with him right now. And it really destroys me. Like, I feel so bad because I love him so much.
It's classic Jasmine to keep something this important from Gino. She knows full well how important having his own child is to Gino. They've discussed it numerous times, but she's not exactly the best bearer of bad news, is she? She has a habit, a history of keeping potentially relationship-ending secrets close to her chest. Now, perhaps fueled by the after effects of the pageant class, or perhaps it's because she has her friend Leandro here. For some strange reason, Jasmine now feels that this is the time to break the news to Gino.
I'm not in the same page as you are.
What do you mean you're not on the same page?
I don't feel ready to have a baby.
Really, Jasmine, like that? That's how you're going to break the news to him? I'm all for honesty, but pick your moments. This is such a big deal for Gino, and it's not right, it's not fair to be having this conversation in front of a spectator. Leandro now has to awkwardly watch as Gino's heart breaks in two. Now, Gino desperately tries to clarify whether Jasmine isn't ready for a baby now, or whether she'll never be ready. And Jasmine just can't give him a straight answer. Why? Well, because she doesn't know.
You're just kind of like telling me this is the way it is, and without talking to me first about what we could do.
Yeah, Gino's right. For all the self-esteem, all the confidence, every other issue in their relationship, the biggest issue has always been communication. In an ideal world, Jasmine would have told Gino she felt like this from the very get-go, from the minute she started to feel like this. And that way, the pair could have worked through it, or at least they could have tried to work through it. And if they couldn't, well, at least Gino would know, and he could choose to go a different way if kids are that important for him. But instead, Jasmine's hidden this from him. She's given him a false sense of hope. And now breaking this news to him like this, making it feel like it's non-negotiable. It's no real surprise that Gino can't comprehend and can't handle the disappointment.
I'm going to bed. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore.
Gino's feeling rejected, he's feeling betrayed, he's feeling lied to. But critically, importantly, again, communication is a big issue here. At the very least, Jasmine owes Gino some kind of explanation. She needs to share what she's really thinking, why she feels this way. She needs to be brutally honest, and she really does need to learn how to express herself better in the future. That is, if there even is a future. Because if Gino's past marriage is anything to go by, this might actually, this time, really be the final nail in their coffin.